Welcome to the Virtual World Book Tour of Leadership in the Era of AI, the Little Big Book for People on the Go, by Mark Salisbury, Professor of Computer Science at the University of St. Thomas. In each 25-minute episode, Mark is joined by producer Rikko Smart and a live audience where he provides an overview of a chapter from his book and the inspiration for it. You can find the upcoming dates and locations for the Virtual World Book Tour of Leadership in the Era of AI on marksalisbury.com. And be sure to check out the LinkedIn group dedicated to the book, Virtual Book Tour for Leadership in the Era of AI.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Salisbury, and welcome to this virtual book tour for my new book, Leadership in the Era of AI. Today I'm joined by my producer, Rikko Smart, and we are in Ria, I knew I was going to mess that up, in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And Rikko, can you tell us a little bit about this bookstore?
The store features a modern, sleek design, basically in black and white, with pivoting shelves which also double as doors. Beautiful, beautiful location.
Oh my goodness. The whole idea of trap doors inside of a library sounds like something from a horror movie, doesn't it? And so where Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of keep changing, places and going in and out. So
It's an enchanting concept.
But it's not this place. This place is gorgeous. So I kind of actually wish I was there. Okay, well, very good. Thanks for that fill-in, Rikko. And thank you for being here today, folks. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Chapter 4 in my new book, where readers can discover, where are we at here? Where readers discover how to leverage AI for effective leadership in the wisdom economy. So that's what we're going to talk about. And if you remember, this is what my book looks like. And it's kind of slim, and I call it the Little Big Book, right, on how to do leadership in the era of AI. So the whole idea here with this book is it's made really for people who are very busy, right, and they're on the go. So it's what I call an airplane book. So you get on the airplane in Chicago, and by the time the wheels touch down in LA, you've got all the principles for leadership in the era of AI under your belt. So that's the idea. So the other thing is each chapter, and the one we're doing this episode is leverage artificial intelligence, right? And if you've been following along with the episodes, you know that each chapter has two parts to it. One is the ongoing story that's told through conversation between our characters and their workers in these two different groups. And we see their challenges. And then the other part is basically an analysis of what's going on. A narrative that tells us the actual principles of organizational dynamics that are being done in the background. So let's start. We start with Nathan, and Nathan's avatar says, I was concerned about how to tie a system of different components together. I looked into using some open source software to develop the firmware for the new device. However, I was worried about the availability of some of the undocumented features in the open source code. I was able to put those concerns aside by examining some of the information that Jackson had collected on the open source code for a previous project. What? Jackson laughed through his avatar. What project was that? Nathan's avatar said, well, it was the Smart Home Project. Remember that one? Oh, I had forgotten most of the reasoning for the open source software to develop the firmware for the Smart Home Project. Good thing Socrates Digital didn't forget. Jackson laughed through his avatar. But I think you can gain more confidence in the open source software as the solution for developing the firmware for the Intelligence Glasses Project. What do you mean? Nathan's avatar asked. I called upon Socrates Digital earlier, Jackson's avatar said. See the discussion log? Socrates Digital asked if we have more evidence about the solution, and I said yes, and offered data that shows that the open source software can combine evidence from multiple sources. So that's the dynamic. This is what's going on And basically, we have an intelligent agent or an intelligent assistant that's helping with solving this problem. Okay, so now we go to the part where we look at what's going on, the dynamics behind this, and we start with it's easy to see how these wisdom workers extend their mental abilities with artificial intelligence. However, they realize they aim to do something other than replace rational thinking with machine thinking. They practice what Kelly and Ham described in Smart Machines. Rather, in the era of cognitive systems, humans and machines will collaborate to produce better results, each bringing their own superior skills to the partnership. Okay, we skip down a little bit in the reading and we come up with, however, it's up to Nathan to decide if Jackson's solution applies to a similar problem that Nathan is working on. Ultimately, it is the human, Nathan, in this situation, who can assume responsibility for the consequences of adopting a previous solution. Socrates Digital cannot take responsibility for this decision. However, Socrates Digital can help Nathan decide by asking the right questions to determine if Nathan can successfully adopt the previous solution. Okay, so that's our reading. And right now, I'm turning to our audience, that'd be you folks out there, and to give us an idea of really who's here, just put a I'm here message in our chat feed, right? And let us know. And then we'll have a chance to answer any questions or comments about today's show in just a couple of minutes. So do that for us now, if you would. We would appreciate it. And now I'm going to talk a little about the inspiration for this chapter, where it came from. And it actually came from a book that I wrote just a few years ago. It was published in 2021 by IGI Global, and it's a computer science book. And it's really a reference book. It's gone to a number of libraries, I understand. And it's about Socrates Digital, which is an intelligent application for learning and problem solving. So the book was really about how do you build these intelligent agents that can help human beings solve their problems. Not solve them for them, but help them solve their problems. So that's what it's about. And so it helps humans really with the right questions and then saving the answers to those questions, right? Helping these human problem solvers step through this problem solving process and be able to let them take ownership of what's really going on, but be able to record this and be able to use it in a way later on so they'll know exactly how and why those decisions were made. So that was the whole idea behind Socrates Digital. And that's the whole inspiration for this chapter, is that's how we can work with these intelligent machines. They can actually help us better problem solve and then be able to leverage those solutions later on for other kinds of applications. Okay, so here we are, and we know that Rikko has been watching what's going on here. You know, he does a lot of stuff rather than just sit down in that corner as you're seeing him there. So a lot of things are going on. And I know, Rikko, you've been watching our chat feed. What do you have to report?
People are interested in Socrates Digital. If there's a Bill and Ted fan, I still want to say Socrates. But how did this begin?
Okay, well, I'm guessing some of those people really interested in Socrates Digital are probably some of my former students and some of my relatives. Can you tell just from the names there?
They seem to be anonymous.
In other words, you don't have anybody asking anything, right?
They seem to be a bit mute on the point.
Okay. Are there any questions at this time from our audience that they might have about the book, or why in the world that Rikko and I are on a show like this? Do we have any questions for us right now?
How long has Socrates Digital been a concept? Is this something that's been around for a while?
You know, it's evolved under some of my earlier research. So I would say that the main ideas have been around about 10 years. And I synthesized those into some general principles for developing these intelligent applications to help us solve problems. Like I said, that was published about 3 years ago. And so, and if you made that up, Rikko, I really appreciate it. Okay, let's go. Do we have anything else? Am I cutting anyone off here?
I think we're clear.
Oh, very good. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today, all those former students of mine and most relatives. And basically, we have kind of an announcement to make. But before we do, I want to make sure that we tell you, the audience out there, we appreciate your company on this journey to let people know about my new book, Leadership in the Era of AI. And then Rikko and I have kind of an announcement to make. We have a new project we want to tell you about. On Tuesday, February 4th at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're launching the first episode of The Professor is Live. And we would like you to be there. Our topic for the first episode is about a cowboy robot. That's right, there really is one, and I'm still reconciling that thought. So join us. We will learn what a cowboy robot is, how it works, and what it will mean to our world. And you will smile a little while you are wrapping your mind around that. So we'll see you then.
I still keep thinking of Yul Brynner. Westworld reference, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can find previously broadcast episodes of the Virtual World Book Tour of Leadership in the Era of AI, the little big book for people on the go, in video and podcasts on marksalisbury.com. Additionally, YouTube hosts video episodes on the Virtual World Book Tour of Leadership in the Era of AI, while Apple, Spotify, and Google host the episodes as podcasts.